Morning. A very good morning. I didn't have a great amount of sleep, not because I wasn't comfortable, but because I'm so incredibly nervous for today. I'm wearing my Top Thrill 2 hoodie. I'm also wearing my shirt, my Baby I'm Ready to Go shirt, which, oh my God, I absolutely love it. I love it. I'm just getting ready to go for breakfast. So it's, I think I've got like 15 minutes before my slot. It's a lovely little place, you know. It's just, if you're not mad keen on kids like me, I wouldn't recommend it because they just get on my nerves. And I just tend to think that parents need to control their kids and just be a bit more considerate of other people who are staying here. But never mind, by the by, I was the one that chose to come when it's busy. But yeah, just gonna go and get some food now. I'm pretty much ready. I think I've got my bag. I never take a bag to a theme park, but it's full of pancreatic cancer t-shirts. Yeah, it's just full. Hang on. It's just full of pancreatic cancer t-shirts. And I've also got, which I really do need, is my battery charger. I love this thing because my battery's just not very good on my phone. And then I've got my Nemesis VIP pass because I don't really have it on my phone, but I've got my gold tickets on my phone. I've got a hairband and I've also got some painkillers. Right, I'm gonna get my shoes on. I've also got these, which I'm wearing today. I've also got a spare pair in my bag just in case I get sore feet because I've never worn them before, but I've got some personalised shoes and I've got Dave on them. So even though Dave's not here, this is kind of like a bit of a hint into what, well, people know that I'm raising awareness, but just because he might not be here physically, but he can be with me doing what I'm going to do on my shoes. So hopefully I don't get sore feet, but yeah, let's go and get some food. Hopefully it's nice. It's definitely breezier today than it was yesterday, for sure. But yesterday was quite important to get plenty of rides in, whereas today it's more important for something else. So I'm actually walking because the monorail isn't on. The park opens at 9, the rides open at 10, but I'm meeting a friend and he's arriving at about 9. So I thought, well, I may as well just get there and just have a leisurely walk, because it's quite a nice walk really. Yeah, let's go. We made our way to the Smiler and got in the queue as the line wasn't very long. we had 2 epic rides on the Smiler, where the trains were dueling, so we had quite a few close passes, which really makes the ride for me. We wanted to ride Oblivion, but it was closed. So we decided to head to Dark Forest and try for 13 and Rita. 13 was closed, but Rita was open, so we rode that before making our way back to Oblivion when it finally reopened. Afterward, we decided to make our way to Forbidden Valley in preparation for something exciting that was happening later on, but made a pit stop at the Curse of Alton Manor, as there was no queue. Okay, so I've met my friend and we've done Smiler twice, we did Oblivion, we've done Rita, and then we did the Curse of Alton Manor, and now we're heading to Nemesis. So I'm meeting somebody quite special and it's to raise awareness for pancreatic cancer. So let's see if you can guess who I'm gonna meet. So he is an icon in the theme park industry, where he designs roller coasters and rides mainly for UK and European theme parks. He has been the developer of rides such as Oblivion and Air, which were the prototypes for the dive coaster and the flying coaster, and obviously Nemesis. And then he was a consultant on rides such as the Wicker Man, Smiler, the Swarm, and obviously Nemesis Reborn. So I chose those ones basically because I've ridden them and they're awesome. So can you guess who I'm meeting? Let me know in the comments.
Assets under observations, ensuring they remain secure and humanity remains protected. Everything is under control.
So did you guess who it was? Yep, it's none other than John Wardley. So you're probably, just let Nemesis go, you're probably wondering why I'm meeting up with John Wardley. So some of you will definitely know about what's been happening in my life for the last few months, and some of you won't know. So I sadly lost my husband and the absolute love of my life to pancreatic cancer last month, and it was actually a month today. So he passed on the 28th of May, and he was diagnosed with metastatic pancreatic cancer. He was diagnosed in February, and it was I don't know, some of you will have watched our 4x4 video, and he was diagnosed the day after, and he died 3 months later. So I did say to Dave that I would dedicate my life to raising awareness for pancreatic cancer, and I just thought, what better way of raising awareness of a roller coaster disease than riding a roller coaster? And I asked John, and he was very supportive, and he's going to ride one of his most iconic roller coasters with me, which is Nemesis rebranded as Nemesis Reborn. I lost my husband and the absolute love of my life on the 28th of May 2024. In February, everything seemed fine. He had a trip to India in January and shortly after arriving back home, had an off-roading day at Dalton 4x4 off-road. The day after that, he had bad chest pain and I rushed him to A&E. After various tests, a surgeon sat us down and spoke about how they'd found a lesion on his pancreas and a lesion on his liver. That it was too early to diagnose cancer, but due to the results so far, it is likely. The surgeon was already talking about palliative care. Things went from bad to worse, and for anyone interested, I've shared his story on this channel. He was diagnosed with advanced metastatic pancreatic adenocarcinoma, which is the worst diagnosis you could possibly want with pancreatic cancer. Statistics show that the average lifetime risk of pancreatic cancer is about 1 in 56 in men and 1 in 60 for women. Pancreatic cancer is classed as a common cancer, yet not many people know about it or the symptoms that go with it. Symptoms are generally vague and misdiagnosed frequently. My husband had pre-diabetes and tummy pain, which were misdiagnosed as lifestyle issues and diverticulitis. Statistics show that 50% of pancreatic cancer patients die within 3 months of diagnosis, just like my husband. It isn't right, and we need to stop this from happening. People deserve a chance to fight. The symptoms to watch out for are indigestion, particularly persistent indigestion, pale, floating or foul-smelling stools. This one is very important. Unexplained weight loss, tummy or back pain, a pre-diabetes diagnosis, and jaundice, which is the yellowing of the skin and the eyes. GPs are not always right. Please be your own advocate and know your own body. If you feel something isn't right, fight to get the support that you need. Pancreatic cancer can be detected using something called a CA19-9 test, which requires a blood sample. CT scans are used to confirm lesions. Together, we can make a difference to this horrid disease that takes so many people's lives prematurely. John had to dash off as he was preparing for the Nemesis Reborn VIP event, while we celebrated over a Grim Reaper ice cream next to the Curse of Alton Manor. We had a ride on Galactica, Wicker Man, Oblivion and another ride on Nemesis Reborn before making my way to the Nemesis Reborn VIP event for 4 o'clock. I attended the conference centre and checked in for the event. I then lined up on the stairs to have a photograph taken with John Wardley, John Burton and Bianca Samu. The first part of the experience was a talk which involved sharing archived documents behind the development of the Nemesis roller coaster, including how the name came about. Interesting details were also given about the ups and downs of the Nemesis Reborn project, as well as the design process of the station and the Nemesis Eye. After this, people could line up and wait to have anything signed by the trio before heading upstairs to be separated into groups for the next part of the experience. We were taken from the Alton Towers Hotel to Forbidden Valley, where we were given a talk next to the eye of the Nemesis Reborn station. We were told how the eye works and how it was programmed, before moving on to the next stage where we got a better look at the Nemesis Reborn marketing eye. Inside the station, we were allowed to walk out onto the platform of the lift hill, which was pretty cool if you're a bit of a geek like me, as you get to appreciate all the hardware involved in making the ride possible. An operator explained to us how the lift hill worked, before moving on to the Nemesis Reborn operation booth. We then moved onto the maintenance shed, where a maintenance engineer explained to us the types of wheels used on the Nemesis Reborn trains. This was an opportunity to sit in the seats on the train, but I didn't bother as it's something you do every single time you get on the ride. We finally moved around to the brake run where the second train was stationed. Another operator explained how the brakes worked, and it was a good opportunity to get a good look at the train, which was pretty cool. We came to the end of the experience and exited through the usual ride exit. That was such a cool experience, especially when you're a bit of a tech, you're interested in tech and how things work and things like that. It was really, really interesting. They gave some quite hidden type, never before seen stuff in the talk, and then just gave an overview into the ride and how the ride works. It was so cool. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who has who's interested in Nemesis and things like that, for sure. I'm just a bit tired now. It's quite late. It was a very long experience. I was there from 4 o'clock and it's now 8 o'clock, so it was a good 4 hours. And then you got gold fast track on top of that, which was very much needed today because it's been super busy. But my medical routine has been delayed and I'm starting to notice, so I can't wait to get back to the hotel, my little cottage thing, to be able to get that sorted out. And I'm also very hungry. I should have put some food in my bag, but I didn't. But yeah, I'm not fully sure if they're going to be running any more Nemesis Reborn events. I know that it was specific to the 30-year anniversary of Nemesis. But I highly recommend it. And I've had such a good time. It was awesome riding Nemesis Reborn with John Wardley, and to help raise awareness for pancreatic cancer. Alton Towers have been amazing. John Wardley has been amazing. Oh, it's just been such an awesome 2 days. It really has. Just awesome. Just quite surreal. It's also been a bit emotional, and I lost it a little bit a couple of times, but yeah, brilliant. But now I'm definitely gonna go and get settled in my cottage, get my medical stuff done, get some food in me, maybe have a cup of tea and just ponder about what's actually happened today. I hope you've enjoyed these. If you have, please hit subscribe and continue to support me. My channel is definitely going to be about lots of travel. I've got an exciting plan in August, but because of the bad luck that I've had in my last America trip, I'm not going to say what it is. I'm just going to say I've got some exciting trips planned. One's shortly after this one, which is next week, and then I've got one for August, but I don't want to say what, because I said that I was going to America in May and instead I watched my husband die. So but I'm going to really be raising awareness for pancreatic cancer as well as part of this. So if you really want to support me, I would really appreciate it by helping my channel grow, and the more it grows, the more people I can hopefully help. Because as I said in the little insert, people deserve a chance to fight when they get diagnosed, and my husband didn't get that chance and he died within 3 months, and it wasn't nice to watch. So together we can really try and make a difference to this horrible, horrible disease. But until the next time, over and out.